Hi, in this video we are going to do the top navigation menu, and that is for this web project, and we are towards the end of this project. This is a list of suggestions how you should use this video. The content and the code for this video can be found on this web page, and we stop somewhere here, and we are almost done. Just the top navigation need to be fixed. So we are going to replace this with a navigation menu, and that navigation was actually a temporary image, so we are going to remove it first, and we are going to put the menu there. But of course, I'm not going to code it from scratch. That just takes too long, and we'll never be able to finish this video. On my web page, if you scroll it down, there's a link to a drop-down menu example. Obviously, it's of different colors, so if you want to customize this to suit your needs, you can just go to View Source and try to look at the UL and LI tag. It's pretty easy to understand. The first level of LI will be horizontal, and the second level of the second level of the LI, which is part of the UL, will be vertical. Okay, and then the CSS code on top will help you to change the color and the width. You need to understand the code and change it. And of course, it's impossible to explain it here in detail, so I'm just going to copy the code. Okay, not from here, sorry. I'm just going to copy the code. I already coded it to be similar to the structure that we agreed on previously. Okay, remember this site structure that we agree with our client. So we'll try to do something similar, and this will be the first level LI, which is part of the first level UL, and this is the second level LI, which is part of the second level UL from the example. And obviously we have already reached here. Okay, and I probably should save the code into a different folder so I can move on from there. Okay, so let me close these two files, and copy my code from the 32 folder to 33 folder, and I open it again to work on the navigation. So this is the place I need to put my navigation. I've already created the UL and LI tags, so I'm going to just copy from here. Okay. A little bit problem with the indentation, but I think I can live with that. Okay, and as you can see, I'm trying to change all this to PHP. All right, because later these codes are going to be PHP. If you want to show the client HTML, you can put in HTML as well. Okay, but I'm going to put it in PHP. And then here, I'm just going to put the navigation at the bottom. Basically, this is the updated version of this link. Okay. So if you look at the code, basically I just copy the code and I change the color and the width and all that stuff. Of course, it takes some time. Not that straightforward. Save your work. Come over here and reload. Of of course, I'm looking at the wrong file. Obviously, it's not going to reload. So let me close this first. And go back here. Open with Firefox. Okay, so I have my navigation done here. Alright, when I copy the code, I think I copied something that the class that is going to show that this is the current page, and I don't really need that right now. We can okay, so we created the navigation, and I may want to change this to PHP later, okay, because right now it's HTML. So probably it's a good idea to change all of them to PHP because it's going to be PHP. And finally, the first link should be PHP. Save your work. And I finished the top navigation, but I instinctively there may be, I just feel that there may be some I may have made some mistakes along the way. So before you conclude this exercise, we should always go and check, run the validator. I'm pretty sure there's some mistakes here. Let's go to HTML, validator, W3C validator, and go for file upload, browse for C drive. Is in my tab, web design 33. Check out the HTML file. I'm sure there are around some errors. There should be some errors there. Okay, 2 errors. Let's check it out. 917 name attribute is obsolete. Okay, and 60. So let's go fix that. So 917, they say the name attribute is obsolete, so let's get rid of that. Let's do a browse again. Okay, I fixed that error. The next error will be 968. Probably can delete that as well. Okay, that's fixed, and it does not affect my layout at all. Okay, so it looks pretty good. Okay, and let's go check out the CSS file. Alright, it passed with no error. Okay. There are 2 warnings, but I'm just going to ignore the 2 warnings. That's fine. The CSS have no error. Okay, so that's a good place to stop. The next thing we want to do probably is to create a mouse over effect using CSS to these icons. That would look really cool if mouse over and then a background change before you go to the link. But probably that is not really extremely necessary right now, so we can give this to the programmer to program, but it's a good thing to do the navigation, which although it's not completely necessary. But at this stage, you can just stop and say, hey, I finished the web design project. If you want to do enhancements, I can do the mouse over for you, and then I can pass the code over to the designer to do the actual coding. And the top navigation code and the middle navigation code and the footer probably should be put in one location and use PHP include to include in other files instead of keep repeating the file over and over again. So that's the first page, and then you can duplicate this for other pages, but use PHP include for the header, the middle navigation and footer, so that you don't repeat this code over at different pages. So next time when you need to change the navigation, you don't have to change all the pages. You instead just change the code at one location. Okay, so that's a good place to stop. Thanks for watching, and that's the end of this video.